Good morning, everyone. Welcome into North Dakota today. Okay, so having fungi growing in your basement is normally seen as a problem, but not for this Fargo group of entrepreneurs. We have Chris joining us here from Fargo Fungi to tell us about a very exciting venture. And hey, those of you at home might already accidentally be growing some. Good morning, Chris.
Morning.
Okay, so tell us about Fargo Fungi and what you guys do as a group.
Yeah, so we are a small-scale mushroom farm here in North Dakota,
Yeah.
Fargo. This is located out of our garage right now.
Yeah.
It started in the basement, and then we expanded into the garage. And right now we're cranking out about somewhere between 50 and 100 pounds a week.
Of mushrooms. We're growing this on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, this is so crazy and intricate, and I love the different textures of each of these too. Let's just talk about why this began for you.
So it began for me a long time ago. So I grew up around food.
Yeah.
There was always food in my family. I mean, we're always making something. I went to culinary school, did about 10 years in the restaurant business.
Wow.
And kind of stumbled upon these and couldn't find them anywhere. So yeah, I just started growing them because if I wasn't going to do it, you know, I wanted to cook with them. And
Wow.
yeah.
Okay, so we're going through photos. Is that kind of the setup that you have right now?
Yeah, that's the fruiting chamber right there. So
Okay.
that's the final step of the whole process. And that's all high humidity, light controlled. And that's where, yeah, they all grow out of the bags.
Okay, so can you kind of explain, you know, maybe the life cycle of a commercial mushroom and
Yeah.
how it all kind of works?
Yeah, so you start with an agar plate, which we forgot to bring today, unfortunately. But
Step one, forget what you were supposed to bring.
But yeah, so it starts on an agar plate, and we
Okay.
start with mycelium, which is kind of the root-like structure of the mushroom.
Okay.
And that grows out, and then you put it onto a grain of choice, and then it grows out on that, and then you use that to put onto the sawdust mixture for the final stage.
Okay, and you promise that we can eat these?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about what's right in front of us here. Again, there's different textures, different shapes, even different colors. What's going on?
Yeah, so closest to you, we have lion's mane there.
Okay.
Lion's mane has been recently studied a lot for all of its health benefits.
Oh, okay.
I know there are some big institutions out there that are doing research on like Alzheimer's and the effects of lion's mane on Alzheimer's.
Wow.
It's been found to be a nootropic. It increases like neuroplasticity, and it tastes good. So
Yeah, well, yeah, you can't go wrong. Okay, so
Yeah.
we've got lion's mane here. I'll just start spreading them out.
Yeah.
I really want to get a good look. I can smell them too.
Oh yeah.
It smells so earthy. Not
Yeah.
in a bad way. I just mean like it smells like a plant or something
Yeah.
earthy. So
Yep.
okay,
They
so
have
lion's
that,
mane.
That real fresh smell to
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Okay.
So those are pink oysters.
They're so pretty. It almost looks like flower petals.
Yeah, and
Okay.
depending on temperature and certain conditions, you can get varying shades of the pink. So I've seen some that are almost a red, and then as they mature in age, then they kind of fade more to this like salmon pink.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are native to somewhere in Asia, I believe.
Okay.
I just grow them. I don't remember all that. but-
Right. And these have good properties or the healthful benefits or you
Yeah,
know?
so most all like culinary mushrooms are really high in certain vitamins and proteins and stuff, so they
Okay.
are good for you.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, some like the lion's mane are more the heavy hitters of like
Gotcha.
the medicinal properties.
Okay. And then last but not least,
These are golden oysters.
golden
So-
oysters. Okay, this looks more like a typical mushroom
Right.
from a novice
Yeah,
standpoint.
yeah. Yeah, so these do kind of branch out from like the main mycelial stem, if you want to call
Okay.
it that, but they grow in these clusters like this and send up all the little caps where, yeah, the pinks are more densely packed together.
Okay, and then so like say I'm looking to purchase this from you, am I taking home something like this, or is it more of like what you've turned into the salt here or the prepackaged thing?
Yeah, so either or. We do sell
okay.
everything at the booth at the Red River Farmers Market.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have the golds, the pinks, the lion's mane, and sometimes blue oysters. Today, unfortunately, we didn't have any to show, but yeah,
I'm sure they are blue in color.
yeah.
Good
They kind of
guess.
start as blue, and then as the caps expand, they turn like a gray, sort of brown, depending.
This is very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so what type of typical meal would you be making with something like this?
So one of my favorites to make is a linguine dish.
Oh, yum. Okay.
Yeah, so you boil up your linguine, and then yeah, it's a goat cheese Parmesan sauce, and you toss the linguine in that, and then saute the oyster mushrooms with tarragon, top the pasta mixture, and then garnish with green onions. And yeah, you can't go wrong. It's delicious.
Okay, so don't be scared of these, everybody, is basically the PSA I'm hearing.
Yeah.
You would cook it the same type of way you would purchase any kind of mushroom from the store. Wow,
Yep.
okay.
With the exception of the lion's mane.
Oh, right, okay. What would be different about this one?
So that one you dry fry.
Oh.
Just to get some of that moisture out of there. And then when it's browned on both sides, you add a little bit of butter to finish it off, and it really brings out this like scallop flavor.
Okay,
Yeah.
see, something we can recognize, folks at home. I'm trying to put it together as to why we would want to venture out into this. This is so
Yeah.
exciting. How can people get a hold of you?
So you can find us on Facebook. Otherwise, our email, Instagram, the typical socials.
Yeah.
We're still working on a website, but
Okay.
yeah, sometime in the next year or so.
So Fargo Fungi, okay.
Yeah.
And then where are you located when you are at the Red River Valley Market?
Usually in front of, kind of in the Youngblood Coffee
Oh,
area.
okay, yep.
Yeah, usually somewhere in there.
Okay, so if you make your way downtown this weekend, stop out, ask them how to saute up some mushrooms and live your life. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'm learning so much this morning. Okay. All right, well, stick around, everybody. Coming up on today's show, Dr. Hansen is in studio talking about our kids' health.